Hello to all you wonderful folks out there on the internet. I'm here today to talk to you about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, a game that a lot of us are really looking forward to, but we have a few things to say about it and some input that we'd like to give. Now, recently they released a survey asking players and, the community in general, different questions, just a few little questions about their general experience with Xenoverse. And while I'm happy they did that, I don't really think that the questions they gave didn't exactly give a lot of room for our own personal input. So, since I know that they're actually, paying attention to the community, I'd like to give a little video, a little bit of a discussion of my own, talking about things that I want in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, because I absolutely love Xenoverse. It is my favorite Dragon Ball Z game by a pretty huge margin. I love RPGs, so I guess I'm a little bit biased, but I absolutely adored Xenoverse, and I think there is so much more potential for it than even the developers may see. So, I'm just going to give off a little list of things that I would like to see with Xenoverse 2. Number one is way more characters. I want a huge roster. I want all the GT characters. I want Dragon Ball Heroes characters that we see and love so much but never actually get. I want, from Raging Blast, Hachiok, for example, characters like that. I even want Super Saiyan 5. You know what? They drew it. It might have been an April Fool's Day thing, but I don't give a shit. Super Saiyan 5 looks awesome, and if we actually got Super Saiyan 5 Goku, and maybe even Super Saiyan 5 Vegeta, and maybe even Super Saiyan 5 Fusion, that would be absolutely fantastic. I can't imagine anyone... Imagine the looks on people's faces when they unlock Super Saiyan 5. The fucking Reddits and shit, they would go insane. People would be losing their minds over this. And it's just something that I think everybody would love. And of course, don't make too many characters DLC, please. I think Xenoverse was a little bit heavy on DLC, especially with certain characters. I was a little bit understanding of the Resurrection F DLC pack, and it was a really good DLC pack in general, but still, I would like them to go a little bit easy on the DLC with characters. I still want Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but I'm not getting that, so let's move on! Next, I want way more character creation slots. I absolutely love creating characters. I know so many people who play this game love creating their characters. And I just want to be able to make as many as I want. Seriously, give me 99 slots. I guarantee I will fill them up. Just give me a crap ton of character creation slots. I may not use most of them, but who cares? I should be able to have fun just, going all DeviantArt on this. I love creating characters, and I think everyone else does too. So it'd be nice to be able... I like that we at least had enough to make for every single kind of character. You had enough for the male Earthling, female Earthling, male Saiyan, female Saiyan, male Boo, female Boo, Frieza, and Namekian, and I think that was it, yeah. You had enough room for one of each of those, and that's great, but I want more. I want to be able to do more. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Something else that would be really interesting to have would be more transformations, and I'm not just talking about for customized characters, I'm talking about for other, original characters themselves. I'm talking second and third form for Frieza, first and second form Cell, just stuff like that. And as far as created characters go, give them Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, Super Namekian, things that would be unique to their own race. For example, Super Namekian could give health and stamina regeneration, as well as a minor increase to, attack power and speed, whereas Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan obviously would just be a massive increase to speed and attack power, but it wouldn't do anything such as health regeneration. So yes, I just think that would be an excellent idea. I think that's something people generally want. I understand that Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4 would be particularly hard. I mean, Super Saiyan 3 not too much, but definitely Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 would be hard to give to created characters. That's just how it is, and I can accept that. But I think there's something that we can do, and I'm going to go into that. I want more customization options, layers of equipment, and more items in general to customize with. And when I say layers of equipment, I'm not just talking about equipment, I mean customizing with layers from the get-go. For example, I want my character to have fur on their chest, so that I can have them look like a Super Saiyan 4. So maybe I'm not getting a Super Saiyan 4 transformation, but I would be able to make my character look like a Super Saiyan 4 like I would want them to. And as far as more customization options, just more hairstyles, more clothing options, more accessories. For example, you could have the Potara earrings that Vegito wears. Just stuff like that in general would be nice to have more to play around with. And also more presets for your characters, that way you can have all kinds of different outfits made for your character and have them on the go. You know, say you don't want to take the time to make a costume for the 1000th time, and you can just have it on another preset. You can have so many costumes for each of your characters on so many different presets. That would be fantastic. Kind of like I said with having 99 character creation slots, have 99 preset slots. I mean, it'd be easy to do, so why not? Something else I would like, and this is very subjective, but I don't want a silent protagonist. I want my character not just to shout out moves, do call-outs, battle cries, or grunts or whatever. I want my character to talk. I want them to, you know, say things to characters as the story progresses. Maybe not, you know, you don't need to go as far as to have, like, say, a dialogue wheel or, you know, choices like in Fallout or Mass Effect, but it would be nice just to know that my character has life in them, rather than just being an avatar. I don't really like the idea of me just playing as an avatar. I know some people are really into that, but when I create a character, I want them to have as much life as possible, and I think just giving, you know, even little bits of dialogue here and there would be a fantastic addition to the development of the story and the development of your own character as a whole. And on top of that, it would definitely be amazing if we could import our characters from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1. That's just something, I haven't heard it mentioned a lot, but I think when you actually think about it, it's like, oh yeah, absolutely, I want to be able to bring in my character, of course. And, you know, have all the stuff they have equipped, unlocked, and so on and so forth. That would be absolutely fantastic. I would absolutely love it, and I know everyone else would love it too, so yeah. Something else I would like to throw into the mix, and it isn't a particularly huge thing, but make the movement around the hub world a little bit more fluent, because when you're in Toki Toki City, it's painfully obvious that you are just an avatar on a plane, on a flat, sometimes moving upwards plane, rather than actually stepping onto something as you should. And it's especially obvious if you try to jump over stairs, because you will see your character move forward, move up, move forward, move up with each and every step, and it's a little thing, yes, but it's like, for the love of God, just make fluid movement. Every other game in the world at this point does that, so just fucking do it. Next, more possible players in a game. I want full-blown 5v5 PvP matches. I want to be able to have more of my buddies in a game with me. This actually coincides with something else I want. I want raids. Now, I know that's kind of weird to think about for this kind of game, but imagine how great it would be. I think they were kind of on the track of a raid when they did Eternal Rival, which was in the Resurrection F DLC pack, and if you haven't played Eternal Rival, it is by far the single most fun, especially when cooperating with friends, that you will have in this game. It is so much fun to play, and it's a fantastic mission. It's very difficult, unless you got your characters built well. It's just overall fantastic, and I love it. So they were kind of on the right track with it, but yeah, more players in game and raids, absolutely. Next up, I would like more mentors. Now, I actually have a little list of a few that I just thought of off the top of my head. Whis, definitely. I want Whis in Xenoverse. The fact that you can get Beerus as a mentor, but not Whis, kind of makes me upset, but you know what? Hey, whatever. Master Roshi, Dr. Zero, Champa, and Champa's assistant. I think all of those would make for very interesting mentors, and I also think it'd be cool if they kind of, you know, gave a little bit more, I guess, development with the mentors. I will say this, because when I had Frieza as a mentor, he was actually talking about raising me and putting me in his army and stuff, and I mean, yeah, Frieza's a prick, but it was like, it was cool to be interacting with a character like that. You know, I would like Roshi to, you know, get me into world martial arts tournaments. I'd like Dr. Zero to maybe give me cybernetic enhancements. Whis, you know, make me a deity somehow. Maybe Whis gives you the Super Saiyan God transformation, or the general God transformation for any character. I don't know, you know, you could go anywhere with it. And that also goes with the next thing I want, is mentor quest lines. Now, we kind of had that, and they were really on the right track with it, with the Elder Kai mentor in one of the DLC packs. I can't remember which one it was, because I just bought the Season Pass with the game, and I immediately downloaded everything. I think it would be really cool, kind of like, you know, what I said with fleshing out the mentors and, you know, really getting to know them. Like I said, Roshi inviting you to World Martial Arts tournaments, Dr. Zero giving you the cybernetic enhancements, all that stuff would just be so cool. I think the mentors especially have so much potential with these games, and I don't see them really talked about a whole lot, but I absolutely love them. I love the idea of mentors, and I think they can be really furthered upon if given proper notice. Next, I would like, kind of going along with mentor quest lines for all Dragon Ball Z movies, OVAs, mangas, etc. I want Fusion Reborn. I want the thing with Jocko, maybe, because, you are a time patroller, so you could go back with Jocko and, maybe help him fight the giant fish or whatever, whatever. Maybe Bulma gets dark energy when she has her laser gun and almost kills Jocko, and you have to punch her in the face or something. I don't know, but you see where I'm going. Just, quest lines for everything. Fusion Reborn is one of my favorite movies, so definitely a quest line for that. And, just other little things here and there. BoJack is really popular. I know Bio Broly's not that popular, but I would love to see Bio Broly in a game. I'm just saying, it'd be cool, especially with, new gen technology, making all this sludge and stuff go down. I realize it's not a great character design, but still, it'd be kind of neat. If anything, you'd be able to beat the shit out of him, and that's always a plus when dealing with Bio Broly. So, yeah, I don't think anyone can really complain about that. Next, I want seamless map transitions. This is something that's kind of little and doesn't really matter. I like the ability to go to different maps during quests. I really like that. But I think it'd be really cool if you could just straight up, for example, when you end what you're doing in the map that you are in, you gain the ability to fly, extremely fast and go to other maps. And, you get a pointer telling you where to go. And, just... it'd be a simple thing, but it would be really cool, I think. It'd be something to really add to the game. It'd be kind of cool, just talking to your buddies while you're on the flight there, making plans and stuff. Kind of like, for raids, you'd be able to talk it over a little bit more and, just kind of get things going. It'd be cool. I think that just a little thing, but it'd go a long way. Next, I'm just gonna put these two things together. Destructible environments that don't just disappear on you. This is something I've wanted in a Dragon Ball Z game forever, and I'm sick of it not being there. I don't want stuff disappearing. I want to mark my fucking territory when I let loose a Big Bang Kamehameha times 100. I want to see stuff get trashed. And hey, maybe even, it would go so far as, like I was saying with the seamless map transitions, maybe even if you, let's say you threw a spirit bomb or a sphere of destruction, if it were to go across the planet, and when you were to fly to another destination, you would see the trail leading to it. That would be insane, and that'd just be really cool. The next thing that was going with the destructible environments was full three-dimensional fighting. This one's kind of weird because I would imagine it is difficult to design as well as to play a game where there's no real sense of up, down, left, right, forward, backwards. But seriously, I would love it if, for example, if my enemy warps above me and I start, attacking them, I want my character to just be looking upwards. I don't want them to, even themselves out back to the flat plane. I want to be able to fully launch my attacks upwards, and the longer my combo goes, the more that we're moving upwards into the sky rather than just we're evening out into the flattened plane. I would love that so much. Full three-dimensional fighting is just needed for a Dragon Ball Z game because it happens so much in the show and stuff, They would be fighting. It wouldn't be as simple as, they're facing each other, their feet are pointing towards the ground. Sometimes their feet would be pointing to the sky. Sometimes their feet would be pointing left or right. Which way have you? Just full-blown three-dimensional fighting would be such a fantastic addition to these games. It would make things fun, especially with so many other players. It would need work, obviously. They would need to really work on this and polish it, but I don't doubt for a second that they could do it. Next up is local co-op and PvP. Okay, I'm just gonna flat out say it. Local co-op and PvP. Well, okay, local co-op in Xenoverse doesn't exist, and local PvP sucks. First of all, I want split screen. I don't like the wide camera. I see what they were going for, but I prefer the split screen. Random side note, Borderlands made it to where you could have vertical or horizontal split screens. Make it to where you can do that. I would probably still do the vertical split screen where it's left and right, one person on the left, one person on the right, just because it kind of suits Dragon Ball Z better, but maybe some people don't want to do that, and that's okay, let them do their own thing. Make that an option. Definitely work on the co-op and PvP. As far as PvP goes, make it to where you can have teams against your buddies. That'd be so cool. Make it to where we can pick our own arenas. I'm tired of fighting in the World Tournament all the time, especially when there's no ring outs. Of course, I'm kind of glad there's no ring outs, because that would get tiring after a while. But you see where I'm going with this. Give us all that, and local co-op, seriously, please. I wanted so badly to play with my friend doing, Eternal Rival, and of course all kinds of other missions as well, but of course we couldn't fucking do that. I think I've made my point. Next, with local co-op and PvP, and single player in general, make it to where you can have teams of multiple created characters. That was just a little thing that bugged me so much when I was trying to pick my teams, because I had so many sets of characters, even out of just the few that, you know, I was able to create, that I wanted so badly to like have on a team, but I wasn't able to do it. And it was a little thing, but I really wanted to be able to have multiple, you know, like a whole team of created characters. It would just be so fantastic. So let us do that. Next up is references. Keep them. I absolutely love all the references in this game. Every Z-Soul is a reference to some line somewhere in the show, and I absolutely adore that. So just keep that. Little thing, obviously, but that little thing goes a long way, and it shows that they really care, that they're real Dragon Ball fans, and that they really care about this game, and I love that. I love when developers show that through their work, even through little things. And talking about Z-Souls, let's have more diversity in Z-Souls, please, because there's really only like 10 that are absolutely good, and the rest are either dog shit, or they are boost moves related to this character's power, like boost TN related attacks, boost cell related attacks. It was just, there were so many Z-Souls like that were so simple, and it bugged me. I mean, I get why they were there, and it's fine that they were there, you know, because mentors and stuff, but give us more diversity in Z-Souls, and make more Z-Souls viable, please. Next up is a high level cap. After all the DLC with the level 99 cap, I was pretty satisfied with how all my characters were able to turn out. I mean, honestly, most of my characters were pretty decent at around level 85 as far as what I wanted them to be, but I think, like, obviously you shouldn't make the level cap, you know, infinite to where you can have every skill maxed out, because that would fucking break PvP horribly. But do make it first. I mean, just a high level cap gives us more reason to play. I love leveling up my characters. Everyone else does too, obviously. Just, you know, just give us a high level cap for that alone. But also because it is nice to be able to strengthen our characters more, because, I mean, that's what Dragon Ball Z is all about, is training to get stronger and stronger. So I feel like that needs to be applied to the basic gameplay elements themselves. So yeah, just make a little bit of a higher level cap. Say, at the very least, make it 99, because I don't like having to get DLC in order to have a decent level cap. I just don't. Sorry, but I don't like that. And talking about that, let's go easy on DLC, please. I will say, the DLC for this game was good. It was actually all really good DLC, but with all the GT stuff missing, with the Resurrection F, granted, you know, it came out later and that's okay, but with all that stuff missing, I just can't, it would be, I'm not going to say it'd be bad or whatever, because, I mean, it'd still be a good game, but it's like, it was really good DLC, and I would hate to play the game without all the really good DLC. I think it says something that I want that DLC in the game so badly. Yeah, just saying. I'm just saying. Change the English dubs for Goku and Teen Gohan, please. I absolutely hated them in this game. They did not sound like they anywhere near like they should have. I didn't like Teen Gohan or Goku. I just didn't. Sorry, but I didn't like them. If possible, bring in original voice actors, or at least as close, like, people who can mimic them as best as possible. I mean, I get that, like, hiring Sean Schimmel might be a bit expensive, so okay, fine, and he might have a busy schedule with Dragon Ball Super coming out and all, but seriously, bring in some of the original voice actors at least. Like, if it was the original Roshi voice doing, it would be so awesome. I would absolutely love it. It would be so great, and it would make him such a lovable mentor. It really would. So, you know, it's a little thing, of course, but it does go a long way. And that's, you know, that's most of what I've been saying, but all these little things add up. So I think they should be considered. Finally, these are just two things that need to be said in general. Take time, don't rush it, and make sure it's a solid game from the get-go. Now, from what I've read and what I've seen, what I've heard from people and talked to about, it was a lot like Destiny. The online wasn't that great, and there were a lot of things that just weren't overall that great at its launch. So just go easy, you know. Don't rush it. Take your time. Make sure the online is solid from the get-go. I get that there will always be spammers. You know, like, people were complaining about the Death Ball spam or something like that. I wasn't playing from day one, so I couldn't really say. But people were complaining about Death Ball spam. And they fixed that, and that's fine. But I'm talking about, like, you know, actual connectivity, stuff like that. Obviously, for games like this, the online has gotten so much better, and it's great to see that. So let's just, honestly, when I play Xenoverse now, the online is great. For the most part. You know, occasionally there's going to be those people with crappy Taco Bell connections. So fine, okay, that's going to happen. But overall, I think the servers are really good. I'm able to easily connect to my friends. It's never an issue. The hub area, I'm able to communicate with other players really well. So yes, just in general, make sure the online is solid from the get-go. And take your time with the game. Like I said, add in all these random characters, like from, Super Saiyan 5 Goku to Super Saiyan 3 Bardock from Dragon Ball Heroes. Bardock's my favorite character, so I have to ask for Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Legendary Super Saiyan 4 Broly, GT characters, Hachiyak, all this stuff. Just put it in there for us. Take your time, really listen to what the fans have to say, and put in all their favorite characters, and it would make the game so much more special. Imagine a roster bigger than Tenkaichi 3. It could have a roster bigger than Tenkaichi 3, and that would be superb. So please work on this as hard as you can. Take this video and take other videos and, articles into consideration. Listen to what the community has to say. So, I think I've pretty much said my piece, and I hope you all have plenty to say. Leave comments telling me what all you'd like. Tell me if you disagree or really agree with anything I have to say. It's totally cool. Unless you're like a buttface about it, don't be a buttface about it. Just tell me you disagree, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Tell me why. Don't be a dick about it. It's cool. Just be a community and give as much feedback as you possibly can. So I guess with that, I'm going to be out. Have a great day, everyone.